Greetings to you, hoping this finds you well. My name is John Bosco. This is Joint Hands Green Life Trees, our YouTube channel name. Welcome to Ombo Quarry Village, where we are to undertake a landscaping and beautification exercise here. And we came over here to check on our customer and also to show our customer what exactly we need to do in this yard. So we have done a sketch of the same, and we've anticipated what it actually needs to come up to, and to that point I want to take you in and show you what we've been able to do and what we want to implement, how and where. Getting into the yard there is called Hillary. He's the landscaper in charge here and also guiding the whole process of how the landscape is going to be. So taking a look at the gate and also uh, the fence over here, we are making a recommendation that this is going to be a stone pitch. Stone pitch will help in holding the area around this fence and also ensuring that it retains that soil against falling back, and also giving it a better outlook. Measurements have been undertaken since morning. We've been on this work of measuring out and drawing up this plan so that we are in clearer picture of what exactly we want. So looking around here, this is what we've already done. We had talked of a driveway, and so what you're seeing here is the driveway. The measurement from one end to the other is 4 meters, and we also have a pathway here that takes you to either the house or the little other house that you see over there. And this entire area is gonna be grass, is gonna be green grass. It will be dug into tilth, and then grass be planted over there. But now what we'll have at the edge of the driveway is road curbs. So road curbs are what we will have all the way down. Road curbs to these other sides, it will all be road curbs. Then we'll have curb rows occupying the whole driveway. Curb rows are usually strong. While we have curb rows to this side, we'll be having green grass to the outer side of the driveway, while we'll be having K apples covering the whole fence down. And then while at that, we'll also be having a good hedging plant, to that side of the road curbs, and also we'll be planting some grass around here. Our client had anticipated that this house will have to be redone, and the new construction perhaps might see that wall getting over closer to the driveway here. So we spared some space there for the anticipated work. But coming over here, this whole area takes you down, and we designed a roundabout, so we'll be having a roundabout here, considering how this electricity pole stands right in the middle of the driveway. So we decided to redo it in a way that it will be accommodated within the roundabout in a way that gives it some better outlook. And so this will be the roundabout, but this whole area here will be the driveway. And that is how to approach the parking yard. So and all this will be curb rows, so the parking yard will be to this end. This will be the parking yard, and the length of the parking yard is 10 meters from this end to that other end, and we estimate that would accommodate about 3 vehicles of average size. Then this other section, we felt this will be a stone pitch, so some stone pitching will be done here, and this might have to be redesigned to also have a ramp. Then all this area here will be cabros, a stronger ground that can stand the weight of a vehicle. And now, uh, this this first white line here is the edge of the parking yard, or as well as the driveway, generally the parking yard. Then this section here will be green grass, a mix of green grass and flowers, beautiful plants will be here. It might be Italian cypress, Christmas palm, some fishtail palm, whatever plants, a mix of plants that we might have over here. We will settle for that when time comes. Then I talked about the fence. So this fence standing here, we should be planting K apples. We had shared the budget with our client, so the K apples will be planted all around the hedge, all around the fence. And we left at least 1 meter. We left a meter gap between the fence and the driveway. Now to this point the driveway is narrower because we are not anticipating so much traffic here. We are not anticipating many vehicles here, but occasionally a vehicle might come this way. Now the budget we're going to do is for cabros ending only to this area around the roundabout and the parking yard and the main driveway up there. But to this point here we'll be doing grass because not so many vehicles won't be getting to this point so much, and so there is no need to do a stronger driveway here. But we did a meter length from the fence to this edge here. This will be an edge. We might do road curbs or we might construct some retainer wall so that we'll have K apples. Then right after the K apples we'll need to do some beautification, so we might do another hedge, a second hedge besides the K apples hedge that will be taller. We will also do another hedge, a hedging plant that is not so tall, so that we have two stacks, we have two layers, the one for K apples or kayaba, and the second one that is shorter, and that would give the fence some aesthetic outlook. And this here will be a retainer wall, so this retainer wall will run from the area right from the pit latrine over there to the driveway here, and that retainer wall is what will give a stone pitch. We'll do some stone pitching here. I've talked a lot about stone pitching, so you can see what stone pitching exactly looks like in this video. Is what we'll be doing right here. But this whole area will be green grass, purely green grass, and we are anticipating to leave it open for family events. All family events might be taking place here. Children needing some playing ground, gets together, parties, ceremonies. You could do some tents here, bring over chairs, or sometimes when vehicles are too many, you can have visitors parking their vehicles here. So it will be an open ground with green grass for an open ground for any activity that might be thought about. That is it. And to the far end, next to the fence there, as I said before, we will be doing K apples hedge. But right after the K apples hedge, we'll also need to do we'll also have to do some shade trees that do not grow too big. It could be bottle brush, thicker palm, or whichever other tree we might think about. We'll have a few of them, so that sometimes we might need to sit under some shade tree, some tree shade, so we can always have those shade trees over there. We will see which shade trees we can do, but all this will be grass. So And this work might have to run in phases. We'll work on the budget, agree with our client on how to go about the various phases. And we thought it wise that we do just the same way we anticipating a stone pitch over there is what is the same, similar thing that we'll do over here. Remember that this land is slopey, so we have that upper side that carries the home yard. Then we have this open space that I just talked about, which is slightly lower, is a lower ground. Then when you move over to this side again, it has slanted down again. And a similar thing has happened right after the few eucalyptus trees that you're seeing over there. That is the final one. And I think that, in my opinion, would have made better arboretum or some forest miniature or something of the kind. So we'll have stone pitching here and much more grass here and some open space with grass, and we could always think of what to do about it sometime later. So we opted to work on a budget that only covers this area that will make the first phase. It gets over to this point. We've done all the measurements and we'll be sharing the measurements along with the budget. The Duranta, I mean some Duranta or Eugenia hedge, and also K apples. K apples for security, and the shorter hedge for beauty. I think that would make some sense. Up of this yard has taken us close to 4 hours. We've been here for 4 hours reviewing, measuring, and trying to ensure that we take care of every factor as much as possible. Sizes of vehicles that might come in here, where exactly people might choose to sit, which plants we are thinking to do around the mango trees, and what other plants we have for around the mango trees, including leveling of that ground and the kind of grass that we might need to plant over there. Slope, so drainage systems will be considered as well. So drainage systems will be done to either side to see that the water can easily flow, excess rainfall can easily flow downwards without affecting the ground. And also most of the jungle stone that will be used for stone pitching right here, it is going to take up just so many stones, but it will be essential in holding up the soil against eroding when it heavily rains. And this stone pitch will run all the way around here, including the area around the parking yard. Checking around here, there's a small garden over there, and we wouldn't wish to interfere with the garden. So, and also there's a pathway here that leads to the washroom down there, and so this stone pitch will run right to this side and to the point of around the pit latrine, holding all this ground, all this soil here to make it something more beautiful. And to make it manageable for the roundabout, also this also will be done using stones, and it will be raised a little bit. It will be a raised ground, and when it is raised and constructed, some plants will be done on top. And once the plants are done, right on top there, what we'll be having around it is it will be scattered. It will be a strong perimeter around it, holding that whole ground, and also strong enough to withstand in case it is either knocked or pushed by any moving vehicle or any activity that is taking place here. So all this will bring out some great beauty. The rest of stuff are things that we'll be discussing with our client to see what approach we can give it. If all resources were to be available, this whole work would take about a month to get finished, depending on, again, a couple of factors, availability of materials and such. But we'll be sharing the updates on how it progresses. We are looking forward to some beautiful work. It will take up so many plants. It will take up so much of material and having to transport it over. There is just so much that will play in, but it can always be approached in various ways, either in phases or all at once. Whichever way it goes, I'm confident that it will give this home so much of a very great outlook. It is gonna be just so beautiful.